what is happening in Minnesota Vikings Man 28. And today I want to talk about um, the new NFL rules, some ones that did not get passed, and some that are still debatable that will maybe just be discussed at a later time. So let's get right into it. So the one that was shot down was the Denver Broncos um, onside kick um, change, where they would eliminate the they would replace the onside kick with a 4th and 15 on your own, and you start on your own 35-yard line. You convert it. You keep the ball and you can continue down the field. Now, me personally, that actually that sounds pretty good to me. I mean, onside kicks are not really converted that often, especially now with these new NFL kickoff rules. Now, if the kickoff rules would have maybe wouldn't have changed, then maybe I wouldn't be leaning toward this 4th and 15. But right now I'm thinking the 4th and 15 proposal by the Denver Broncos is good, but of course that did not pass. 24 of the 32 owners need to approve it in order for it to be a new rule. That did not happen. I do not have a total count on it, um, but it did not pass. So yeah, so pretty much when you see an onside kick, just like now, um, d- don't expect it to be converted. I hope that will get changed in the future. So yeah. Next major one that has not been confirmed yet. It will be discussed in May. They said will be the overtime rules. Now, of course, this was by the Kansas City Chiefs after their loss to New England Patriots in the AFC Championship game. Um, they are proposing that both teams get the ball, basically eliminating the coin toss. So, and also applying that also to preseason games, all games pretty much. Um, so I'm not sure how exactly it's going to work, but we just have to, maybe it'll be similar to college football, but they might use the whole field instead of start from the 25-yard line, only have 25 yards to go. So we'll see about that. And then the big one today, the reviewing of the pass interference. That got approved with 31 out of 32 approving it. It says that the Bengals owner was the only one that had not approved of it. I would expect the Rams would be the only one that did not approve it. But um, this is what I think about it. I don't know. I've been going back and forth on it a little bit. Um, but I'm looking at it right now, and it says that a coach can review pass interference called offensive or defensive, which I like. Um, and before the before 2 more, you use your regular challenges. Coach still only get 2 challenges, so um, you really gotta know that it's you're challenging either for pass interference or a non-pass interference. So you gotta really use those wisely, along with all the other scenarios. Um, and then within 2 minutes it'll go up to the booth. Of course, this can be very interesting. Um, because a defensive pass interference of offense can just wait and in order or take a timeout in order for the booth reviews it. But if it's an offensive pass interference, they're just gonna they're probably gonna hurry it. You can hurry it up, and then once a play, of course, once a play gets snapped, you cannot you cannot go back and review it. So that'll be interesting. Um, so yeah, I'm okay with it. I am okay with it. Just because coaches are not getting extra challenges, um, and so they have to use it wisely. So I will, though this does get my approval, um, and I like that they're doing this for offensive and defensive pass interference calls. So yeah, and if you do not have a challenge flag, you cannot challenge it. And and if it's that's pretty much it. Other new or same rules. Give me 1 minute. I have this on my screen right here. So approved by the 2019 Plains Rule Summary. It expands protection to a defenseless player. Sorry, not defense player. Defenseless player. Um, makes permanent the kickoff rule changes that were implemented during the 2018 season. So the kickoff rule is now permanent, which I'm not really a big fan of. I know it's because of player safety, but I still like the kickoff. Um, changes the enforcement of double fouls when there is a change of possession. Simplifies the application of scrimmage kick rules for missed field goals, and allows teams to elect to enforce on the succeeding try or on the succeeding free kick an opponent personal or unsportsmanlike conduct foul committed during a touchdown. So some pretty interesting, and also reinforcement uh, rules. Tell me what you guys think about these new NFL rules. Tell me if they should change the overtime rules. So, yeah, this has been Minnesota Vikings Man 28. And as always, Skull.